All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Monday, February 27th. We only got a 4-game slate, so we're not going to drag our feet. We're going to start with DraftKings. We're going to start with LaMelo Ball, 10.3K against Detroit. Amazing matchup. You know what to do. Fire him up. James Harden, 9.8K. Like, I'm be honest with you, the only two people you can play on Philly right now is Harden and Embiid. They have all the usage. All they do is play pick and roll. When the defense collapses on Harden, he gives it up to Embiid. Maybe Harris might get a few open threes. Maybe PJ Tucker might get a few open looks, but the Sixers are all Embiid and Harden. That's it. Those are the only two people playable. Harden's in play. Brunson, tough matchup in play. Tyler Hero, 7,700 in play. McCollum, he's all right. Nothing spectacular. I like Rozier at 6,800 in a great matchup. I like Fultz. I don't ever get Fultz right, but he's in play. 6,200. Brogdon 57. Okay play. Jaden Ivey 56 in play. Marcus Smart is a good play at 5,500. Derek White 5,500. I only like him because he starts. To me, right now, Maxey is not. He's in the player pool, obviously, but I'm not. I'm not thrilled to play him. Quickly to okay play. Gabe Vincent, if he starts, an okay play. Dennis Smith Jr., if you need some type of value, go on ahead. Oladipo, if you need value, go ahead. Killian Hayes, okay play. There's a reason he's 4,600. Lowry, I'm not interested in. Cole Anthony, 44, you could take a shot. Alvarado, you could take a shot. And then we go to shooting guard. It's a 4-game slate, so, I'm putting players in the player pool that I won't normally put, but obviously as we get closer to the lock, we get more real value. All right. Jaylen Brown is out. So let's go back to point guard. Jaylen Brown is out. Derek White gets a bump. Malcolm Brogdon gets a bump. Okay. Back to shooting guard. Kelly Oubre Jr., how many minutes has he been playing? He played 22 minutes. He played 23 minutes. He's not playing enough. I need players to play minutes. So when we get information that he's not on a minutes restriction, then we'll worry about him. Right now, I'm not interested. Franz Wagner's in play. Josh Richardson. Josh Richardson, as long as he starts, he's fine. Josh Hart, you can take a shot. Strus, we don't really need right now. The rest of these guys you can't play. Let's just go to small forward. If Sam Hauser, no, never mind. All right, let's go to small forward. Tatum's absolutely in play. A little bit too cheap without Brown. Fire him up. Butler, 8,800 in play. Brandon Ingram, 8K in play. Banchero, 7,100, absolutely in play. Bojan Bogdanovic, 6,200, absolutely in play. Gordon Hayward, I hate that I'm about to say this, in play. RJ Barrett, in play at 5,800, priced appropriately. Tobias Harris, 5,300. If you're playing 30 lineups, you could throw him in one or two. Caleb Martin, Caleb Martin is not going to start. Kevin Love is questionable. If Caleb Martin started for some reason, you could take a shot. Trey Murphy, same thing. If he started for some reason, he could take a shot. Listen, some of these teams with tight rotations, if these guys aren't starting, I'm not playing them. Power forward. Randall, 9.3K, too cheap. Fire him up. PJ Washington has been a bit better, 6,600. Like, PJ Washington is averaging 30 fantasy points a game. Like, that's amazing. He's in play. Kevin Love, 5,400 if he starts, fire him up. Isaiah Stewart, 5,100 against Charlotte, fire him up. Al Horford, as washed as he is, he does have a good game from time to time. You're playing 25 lineups, hey, you could play him in one, no problem. Herbert Jones, you want to take a shot, take a shot. I think that's it. Let's go to center. All right, Embiid obviously in play, a little bit too cheap. Bam Bam in play, 8,600, fire him up. Wendell Carter Jr. in play, fire him up. Valanciunas might get a few more minutes with with Larry Nance out, but then again, they do have Willie Hernangomez, so be careful playing Valanciunas. Mark Williams, 5,900 against Detroit, he's in play. Mitchell Robinson's in play. Robert Williams is in play, but he's not as impactful as he was last season. Marvin Bagley off the bench, 4,500. He's in play. Jalen Duren is out, so Bagley gets a bump. And then James Wiseman will probably start, but there's a reason he's 3,700. Last two games, 24 minutes, 20 minutes, 21 fantasy points, 23 fantasy points. I don't know. I got to watch more film on James Wiseman, but I don't know. I'm not too thrilled with him either. So whatever. All right. So 4 game slate. Let's get 5 guys. Let's get going. So I'm gonna start with Tatum with no Brown. That looks good. I'm gonna get one of his guards. Maybe Derek White because he's gonna start. If Derek White, you know what? I'm gonna go pick up Marcus Smart. I'm not gonna bullshit with Derek White. If Derek White is out, Malcolm Brogdon gets a bump. You know that. Let's see. Anybody at shooting guard? I do like Rozier at 68. Too cheap. Can we play Lonzo? The fuck am I talking about? LaMelo? Yeah, let's get LaMelo in there. You got LaMelo. You got Tatum. You got Rozier. You got Smart. And then last man in. Let's see something. Horford at 4,800. It's not bad. Horford at 4,800. James Wiseman. Do we play James Wiseman if he starts? Play him for value? $3,700 starting center. Shit. Fuck it. YOLO. So we're doing James Wiseman in the forward spot, $3,700 if he starts against Charlotte. Not too shabby looking at it. So I got Marcus Smart without Jaylen Brown. I got Rozier a little too cheap against Detroit at 6,800. I got Tatum too cheap to be playing without Jaylen Brown. I got LaMelo in a great matchup at 10.3K. And I got James Wiseman supposedly starting for Detroit with no Jalen Duren, and he's only 3,700. So, you know, if he blows smoke, never mind. Listen, if he doesn't play well and he gives you 18 fantasy points, you're still fine. So I'm fine with this. So Smart, Rozier, Tatum, LaMelo Ball, James Wiseman. Why I keep saying James Wiseman. All right, listen. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. If you're struggling, look, NBA has been a little weird lately. I do know that. I get it. I understand. A lot of you have been discouraged. You've been telling me that you're discouraged. Some of y'all stop playing. It's fine. Listen, that's what happens sometimes. You're gonna go through a rough patch. Just keep at it. However it is you build your lineups, whatever process you go through, don't change it. Just keep doing it because that's what fantasy sports is. Sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't work out. Dame Dollar tonight, he has 50 fantasy points at halftime. What are you gonna do? You can't account for that. You know what I'm saying? So just keep with your process, keep doing what it is you do, and just stick to it. And you know, if you're on a losing streak, and things will work itself out. But if you're having trouble, struggling, and you need help, and you want me to help you, you want my lineups, you want me to build your lineups, check out the Patreon, link in the description, or DM me on Twitter. All right, let's go to FanDuel. I got 5 guys already. Picked out. So I got Embiid at center on a short slate against Miami. I got Kevin Love if he starts again for Miami. I got Gordon Hayward, who's been playing decent as of recent. I got Terry Rozier in an amazing matchup against Detroit. What we're looking for is a nice, tight, close game, high scoring. That's what we're looking for. And then you got LaMelo Ball, the captain of the Hornets, 10.3K to lead the guys into victory against Detroit. But listen, it's a great fantasy. It's a great fantasy environment for both teams. But obviously I prefer LaMelo Ball, Rozier, Hayward, these guys. So let's see what happens. So listen, only a 4-game slate. Hopefully this video helps you. I don't know. Good luck to you guys. Hope you guys had a profitable weekend. I'm gonna go on and get out of here, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Ciao.